Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zach.
We're here with a new show. We just finished Star Wars: A Bad Batch, Star Wars Rebels, Season 1, Episode 1. This was, I think, the first thing that came out after the Disney acquisition. To me, in my opinion, still very high quality. Mm-hmm. It's funny because, you know, we watched Clone Wars and that starts to look better and better. And then this show comes out and it, to me, it didn't look as good as the second to last season of Clone Wars. Like, the animation, to me, took like a little bit of a budget cut.
A little bit of a dip.
And then it starts getting better. But then the last season of Clone Wars comes out, it looks way better. And then Bad Batch comes out, it looks even better than that. Or just as good, I should say. I know that won't bother you, really. But it's interesting, at least for the first season. Okay. There's a lot I like about this show, and I think you're more of an old trilogy fan as a Star Wars fan. That's your kind of particular era. So I think this show speaks kind of to those people a little more. That being said, Zach, if you've been watching this channel for a while, Zach has seen Ahsoka. You've seen The Mandalorian.
Yes.
So Ahsoka,
spoilers on some of those things that come later.
Yeah, Ahsoka kind of is in some ways a sequel to this show. Okay. But it's also tied in with The Mandalorian and what they're doing, so it's a little bit of both.
They're creating kind of they're doing kind of what Marvel did with the Avengers films.
Yes. You'll see some of those story threads in this begin. Now, the guys running this thing, obviously Dave Filoni, my guy, Simon Kinberg, which, I mean, that guy has done a lot of stuff. He did pretty much all the X-Men movies, the good and bad ones. He helped produce and write The Martian, which is one of my favorite movies with Ridley Scott. He did the Deadpool movies. He did the Murder on the Orient Express, all three of those movies. Oh, okay. He's done a million of those things. And Greg Weisman, who created Gargoyles. And he
nice.
He done a ton of 90s cartoons that I watched. He did the Hercules cartoon show. He did.
I never watched it. I watched the movie.
He had a bunch of writing credits for Ninja Turtles 2012 show. All the different variations of Batman. A bunch of writing credits on The Brave and the Bold and a bunch of other things. The animated series. Most people think Gargoyles was one of his greatest things.
Well, Gargoyles is a great show. I don't remember a lot from it, but I remember growing up watching it.
Yeah. So I think Disney wanted Simon Kinberg and Greg Weisman to make sure everything flowed real well. And I think it's a great show. And there's some cool stuff in this. I'm excited. So I've seen this at my old channel, Blind Wave. I haven't rewatched it. I got one production out after this episode that I think you'll appreciate. But guys, we're going to have 4-week early access on this. So if you like us, want to support us, and if you're following us over from the Clone Wars and the Bad Batch, then you know how it works. We're 4 weeks ahead on this show. And we also have full-length uncut reactions for this and all that we do. Appreciate you. Leave a comment down below. I know Charlie's going to be watching every episode, so we appreciate you, man, and all our Star Wars fans. Let's jump in. Can't go wrong with those shots.
No, we cannot.
You know, Simon Kinberg was like, this is what we're doing, you know.
Star Destroyer.
Let's make episode 5. It's a little less detailed already.
So they're off the courtyard.
Yet your task is not complete, Inquisitor. The Emperor has foreseen a new threat rising against him. The children of the Force. They must not become Jedi. Yes, Lord Vader. Hunt down...
Isn't that Jason Isaac?
Yep.
And if they will not serve the Empire, eliminate them along with any surviving Jedi who would train them. This is my master's command. And so it will be done.
What are those? They're from Utapau.
I can.
Utapauans?
Yeah, I've seen it with like a comma and an N. I don't know how you pronounce it. Utapauan sounds right. So you've seen this place in Ahsoka.
Yes.
Like just like a little loft cat in there and stuff.
All trade must be registered with the Empire. I remember what it was like before your ships showed up. Before you Imperials ruined Lothal like the rest of the galaxy.
This is LRC-01. I'm bringing in a citizen under a charge of treason.
Copy that.
Jeez, treason.
Dispatch to cell block AA-33.
Take him away. You can't do this.
Take him away.
Well, who's going to stop us? You? You?
Hey, Mr. Aspar Yogi?
Move along, Lothrat.
Sorry, not looking for trouble. But it sure has a way of finding me.
So it's kind of got like this 2012 Ninja Turtle gloss to it. That is...
It's your lucky day, Lothal scum. You two...
Stormtroopers typically always look good, though.
Yeah.
Stay on alert. Repeat, this is a code red.
Thank you.
Now, Thank you.
Wait. What are you doing?
Hey, the kid's gotta eat.
It's like Aladdin.
Street rat.
Riff raff, street rat, I don't.
Violent.
What's the emergency? Emergency? You called in a code red.
Code red.
I'm not sure what you mean. My orders to get these crates to the Imperial portal. Well, get them loaded then.
Almost feel bad for them. Almost.
So that's. I mean, obviously I know you've seen Ezra. I really love that actor. Like, he does a good job. And you've seen him in Mandalorian season 3.
I've seen her and Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I'll tell you what, she had one of the best casting things too.
Get those crates out of here! Keep them secure at all costs!
All costs, huh? I like the sound of that. Thanks for doing the heavy lifting.
God, he would have killed him.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Now what? After that kid!
Pretty gutsy move, kid. If the big guy catches you, he'll end you. Good luck.
Helps him out.
Who are these guys?
Who is that kid?
Do you recognize his voice?
I need to hear it more. It's the first time I fucking heard it. Other than maybe when he said, after that kid.
Yeah. These guys are confident, aren't they?
Okay, you got me. I give up. What the? Just kidding.
Just killed that guy.
Killed his ass.
Fucking dead.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? He probably got conscripted. You know, he didn't want to be there. So they obviously have some kind of system where they trust each other, right?
If Kanan catches that kid, I'm gonna end him.
Who are you?
I'm the guy who was stealing that crate.
Hey, look. I stole this stuff. Whatever it is, fair and square.
You made it pretty far, but I've got plans for that crate. So today's not your day.
Day's not over.
Oh,
You just be fucked. That thing is coming at you.
Fuck yeah, you would be.
this is Spectre 1. I need a lift.
Isn't that Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Yep. I know what you did last summer.
Hell yeah.
And he has this guy spending so much time with Dave Filoni. He's a huge fan, and he's like a huge lover of Star Wars. So he goes to conventions, and he's not saying Whitwer.
Yeah.
I heard him on podcasts talking to guys about the Force and the Chosen Ones, like going on rants.
You want to ride?
So he's using the propulsion aspect. Yeah.
Oh, do you have any idea what these are worth on the black market?
I do, actually.
Don't get any ideas.
They're mine.
If you hadn't gotten in our way,
Too bad. I got to them first.
It's not who's first, it's who's last. Keep an eye on our friend here.
He has a point, love. We've got 4 TIE fighters closing in.
Tell you what, if I had
She's got a I mean, we obviously her live action version is hot, but even in animation, like she has a pretty features.
yeah.
If we knew better, we wouldn't be in this situation. Seriously, Kanan, what happened?
He did.
Kid tripped you up? Must be some kid. Spill it.
Aren't you a little busy at the
Sandula.
Yep.
Ayo Sandula.
Yep.
He held on to a crate of blasters with a pack of troopers on his tail.
Because I was there to save it.
He's a street rat. Wild, reckless, dangerous, and... Gone?
Here. Sam, where is he?
Where you gonna go?
Well, he is still in the ship.
Oh, he's in the ship, all right.
Very creative. Sounds like someone I used to know.
I'm in space. And I'm about to die.
That's gotta be the coolest thing when if you're experiencing it for the first time.
My name's Zig, you little frat.
Calculations complete, but we need an opening. Found one!
They knew our protocol and were waiting in position.
I've no doubt. You're not the first from Lothal hit by this crew.
That's a relief. I mean, I assume that's why you're here, Agent Callus.
The Imperial Security Bureau pays attention to patterns.
Nice mutton
When
chops.
the Empire's operations are targeted on an ongoing basis, it could signify something more than the theft of a few crates. It could signify the spark of rebellion. Next time they make a move, we'll be waiting for them to snuff out that spark before it catches fire.
Let go. You can't keep me here. Take me back to Lothal.
Calm down. That's exactly what we're doing.
Wait, right now? With Imperials chasing us?
We lost the ties when we jumped, and the ghost can scramble its signature, so they won't recognize us when we return.
Oh, that's pretty
What were the eyesight
So
test?
just drop me and my
Hey!
blasters. I'll take Capital
This
City.
shit looks
Not
familiar.
your blasters.
And we're not going back to Capital City. The job's not done.
Grab a crate.
You recognize his voice?
No.
I can't remember the name, so we'll have to. I know.
Lived on Lothal my whole life. Never been here.
The Imperials don't advertise it.
Locals call it Talking Town.
Named for Grand Moff Tarkin, governor of the Outer Rim. He kicked these folks off their farms when the Empire wanted their land.
Anybody tried to fight back got arrested for treason. Business is all that matters. But I love that you don't know that.
Keep going.
I could. Or I could stop and trade the rest of the bounty for another bit of intel you've been begging after.
The Wookiees?
The Wookiees.
Who wants free grab?
Thank you.
Thorians and Rhodians, man.
Yeah, always.
I didn't do anything.
The sound effect reminds me of Wind Waker too.
Does.
But I know it's a Star Wars thing, but it just reminds me of it.
Okay.
Holocron?
Might be worth something. Whoa.
Careful. You'll cut your arm off.
Look, I know you're not gonna believe me, but it's like this thing wanted me to take it.
You're right. I don't believe you. Now hand me the lightsaber.
Lightsaber? Wait, isn't that the weapon of the Jedi?
Give it to me and get out.
You see, he was holding the thing.
Now we'll see.
Now we'll see.
Not too good at following directions, are you?
Not so much. You?
Never been my specialty.
Who are you?
Can't tell by looking at
I
you.
mean, you're not thieves exactly.
Right?
Not exactly anything. We're a crew, a team. In some ways, a family.
What happened to your real family?
The Empire. What happened to yours?
Kanan wants us in the common room. If he tries anything, sound the alarm. Or shoot him. Shush. Just watch him.
Oh.
My name's Sabine.
Vizago acquired the flight plan for an Imperial transport ship full of Wookiee prisoners.
Most of these Wookiees were soldiers for the Old Republic.
I owe those hairy beasts. They saved some of my people.
Mine too.
If we're going to save them, we've got a tight window. They've been taken to an unknown slave labor camp. If we don't intercept this ship, we'll never find them. Now, I have a plan, but...
I ordered Chopper to keep watch. Can we please get rid of him?
No, we can't. The kid knows too much.
We don't have time to take him home anyway. We need to move now. Imperial Transport 651. This is Starbird, coming inbound.
State your business.
Bounty. We captured an additional Wookiee prisoner and have transfer orders to place him with you.
We have no such orders.
That's fine. We already got paid by Governor Tarkin. If you don't want the oversized monong, I'll jettison here. Let you explain to your superiors why the Empire has one less slave.
I hate Imperial escorts.
Permission to talk.
I don't like any of this anyway. People breathing down your neck, making you do things.
That thing's not a Wookiee.
Haven't you ever seen a rare hairless Wookiee before?
Oh, forget it.
Told you they wouldn't buy it.
You didn't exactly give him a chance to buy it.
Just something about the feel of their helmets on my fist.
Okay, you know the plan. Move out.
No troopers. Security solved.
Inspector 1, come in. Inspector 4? Inspector 5? Ah, calms down. No, not down. Jammed.
Something's coming.
It can only mean one thing.
That's an Imperial Star Destroyer.
This whole thing was a setup.
It's beginning to look that way. Board the transport and warn them.
What? Why don't you do it?
I need to be ready to take off or none of us stands a chance.
No way. Why would I risk my life for a bunch of strangers?
Because Kanan risked his for you. If all you do is fight for your own life, then your life is worth nothing. They need you, Ezra. They need you right now.
Let's get your shit together, kid. Come on.
All right, guys, that was a reaction. Zach's reaction to the first episode. I've seen it, but it's been a long time, so it was a little fresh for me, too.
It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked seeing, Ralph McQuarrie's Darth Vader in the beginning, and James Earl Jones,
Something cool about it's James Earl Jones. It's something really cool about him. That
It's
look.
great. It's menacing.
Yeah.
It's a long face.
It is.
You get the horse face, but I like it.
There's something cool about it.
I like it. I definitely prefer the film version because that's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
But that version is still cool.
I thought it was cool. It was
definitely as cool as an action figure.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely a nice design. Like, just a choice for the art, just to do something a little different.
Seeing it with the coloration, the red lenses and things in the helmet, it's really cool.
Now, I don't think you'd recognize any other names on here in terms of voice talent, but they say Chopper as himself, and from what I understand, it's like Dave Filoni. Every time Dave Filoni plays someone in Star Wars, they always say as himself. Kanan's character, what do you think of him? Freddie Prinze Jr., married to Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh, yeah.
They're both in Star Wars, actually. Sarah Michelle Gellar plays a role later of an Inquisitor.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, I think it's, oh, come on, you gotta do it, honey, you know?
Well, Sarah Michelle was cute.
Yeah.
Back in the day, and I haven't seen her since.
Yeah.
But
she still looks the same, but Freddie Prinze Jr. looks old. He still looks handsome, but he's like very gray. Yeah. He looks like a statesman, though. He's a statesman.
He carries it well.
I don't want to criticize the art, but you could tie it's a little older. It looks like kind of 2012 Turtles.
It's very glossy.
There's like this gloss,
like clay look.
Yeah, and it's from that kind of era. And probably season 5 got to the point of Clone Wars, because if I understand, George was just like, we're going to spend however much money I want to spend to make the episodes look the way I want to spend. I want them to look.
Yeah.
So in different episodes, different arcs, we go, all right, we're going to create a whole new world, and we're going to use water, and we're going to use the hair blowing or hair waving in the water. We're gonna do shit we've never done before. And then after that, they put those assets on the shelf and they do a different arc. So Disney, I think at first they're like, all right, you got the ship and you got these characters and this is your budget. So make something happen and we'll give you more. And they do.
We're good. So far I like it.
Yeah.
There are no complaints. I mean, obviously there's some childish aspects to it. You see
for sure
Zeb in the background. He's like showing his attitude.
Yeah, when Kanan's in the, he goes, and he gets pulled down.
Yeah, so there are little moments like that, but I think it lends itself well. We grew up on, Hook and things like that, things that Robin Williams children's films.
Yeah,
Jim Carrey's children's films. So we've got a lot of that in our lives to where this is not something that's outrageously, adolescent.
Just not blasphemy.
It's like, fuck no. I mean, it was enjoyable. I liked it.
It is. Filoni always actually tries to reel people in to make sure, hey, remember our audience, like, I love Star Wars, I love Andor, but we got to make sure our audience is for kids. So he's always reeling people in, and I'll say that's the target audience. But this show grows up, just like the Clone Wars, and just like Bad Batch is kind of
a lot of
an
times,
extension of Clone Wars.
I'm a lot more forgiving of Star Wars animation than I am of live action. I think Star Wars animation obviously has a direct target, unless it's like the Tales of the Empire, Tales of the Jedi, or the
it's Visions.
Yeah, Visions.
They have
but I feel though like that's targeting a special niche.
That's targeting a niche.
Yeah. So
and there's some kiddie moments in Visions.
Yeah, but the general like Disney shows, I think they're going to be targeting a much younger audience. So I don't sit here and think like, man, why isn't Vader doing this, or why is this? So like the Bad Batch, I wanted to see some big heavies show up, but I wasn't overly critical of like, this is just great. And this to me was good too. I mean, this is literally something I could sit down and watch with the girls and maybe like be playing on my phone and just watching every once in a while.
That's how
I just walk away feeling like, let's watch another one.
Yeah. One thing about a lot of these shows, and especially how Disney is now, and is Star Wars. They were particular about this show, like making sure it got enough money to keep it going. Like George is like, if this thing makes no money, I'm going to keep it going anyways, because he just wanted to tell his story. But yeah, this show carves out a place in itself.
I don't know, but I do like that they led with Vader's presence.
Yeah,
I do like that they led with a strong villain.
And I'll say that
because right now
in this show he feels like Vader, and he doesn't disappoint.
Yeah, and the thing is, okay, we have all this child-friendly comedy and action that's going on,
but he's still him.
But in the shadows, you still know from the get-go, like right off the rip, out of the gate, Vader's there, and they're obviously introducing the Inquisitor to take more of a physical role throughout the story. I'm not saying that Vader's not going to appear. I don't know, but the Inquisitor is going to be probably the face on the Empire.
Yeah, Jason Isaacs, which is funny because we criticize the Obi-Wan Inquisitor.
I know. Well, the Disney.
But what's funny?
Any representative of Disney ever watches this, I want you to know you fucked up.
What's funny about this is the animation. They don't even go with George's look. It's really toned down. It's very,
I know, but he still has the lines.
It's very bare. Yeah. It's one of those things where like I felt like, man, they really had no budget at first.
Yeah.
All I can say is the show becomes, to me, very impressive, and it's very fun the whole way through, and it gives you things I know you'll like, and things that are being continued now with Ahsoka. Watching Bad Batch, I was like, man, I don't want this to end. I was excited about like some stuff in this show that we just watched. Anyways, guys, you like us? You like Star Wars? We do a bunch of this stuff. I think Star Wars Ninja Turtles is always something I want to do on this channel in some capacity. Even for doing all HBO shows, I still want to do those two shows in some capacity.
I think it's worthwhile.
All right, guys, appreciate you. If you want to support us and you don't want to wait until next week, check us out on Patreon to see the next 4 weeks. If not, we'll see you on YouTube next week. Bye-bye.